today's tween craft activity, we are going to make a heart wreath. Alright, so the supplies we're going to need for this are some scissors, a pencil or a pen, some glue, hot glue would work, but you can also use regular glue, some yarn, and then a piece of cardboard. Now, depending on how big you want your wreath to be, your cardboard can be bigger or smaller than this. So the first thing we're going to want to do is draw our heart. So you're going to use a pencil, or if you're especially brave, you can use a pen, and you're going to draw a heart. Okay. After you've drawn a big heart, you're going to draw a smaller heart on the inside of that, about 1 inch in. So about 1 inch in, you're going to draw another heart that matches your outside heart. And then the next thing we're going to do is cut it out. So first you want to cut out the outside heart, and then you want to cut out the smaller heart on the inside. All right, so here I've cut out my outside heart. Now I'm going to cut out the inside heart. It's easier just to poke a hole in the middle and then cut it out. And here I have my inside heart cut out. So now I have my yarn ready to go, and I've cut a small slice in my heart so I can get to the center of my heart a little easier. And you're going to start off close to the slit that you cut. So wherever you cut it, you want to start close by it. All right, so I'm going to start right here. Actually, I'm going to start right here. And I'm going to tie it in a knot. And I'm going to put just a little dab of glue so it kind of stays in that spot and doesn't slide off super easy. Yeah. Then I'm going to proceed to wrap my string all the way, or my yarn all the way around the heart. And I'm going to keep it kind of close. Each time I wrap it around, it's going to be close to the one before. Okay, so as you're wrapping, when you come to a corner or a curve, you can kind of squish the inside of it together and keep the outside a little bit more loose. Now, the points are a little tricky, so the points are a good space or a good spot to use a little bit of glue, just to help them not slide around. And you only really need it on one side. And then you squish and keep it nice and loose up at the top so it stays. And then you kind of squish the bottom part. Spread out the top, squish the bottom. Until you make it around the point or the curve. And then as we get close, you want to get as close as you can. And then you're going to make sure that you pull out a bunch of extra yarn and cut. And you want to have that cut so you can go through, because we're going to tape or glue this part together. Taping it is going to be faster. So first we're going to tape this little spot where we cut back together before we continue wrapping. All right, so here I have my tape, and I'm just going to tape it back together. I'm just using regular Scotch tape. And I'm going to tape it all the way around. That should stay together. Good. All right, then the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to keep wrapping. All right, here I have, they've come all the way around. So in my last one, I am going to cut it now because I had a little too much. Put that aside. And I'm going to try to tie it in a knot and then add a dab of glue. And then I'm going to, whichever side I decide is the back is where I'm going to cut, and then add another dab of glue to try to get that down and try to tuck it in. So you take the last little bit, tight, down and tuck it under one of the other pieces that are wrapped around. And then you have a heart. Ta-da! And you can add extra decorations to your heart. You can glue pieces of paper, smaller hearts, beads, whatever you want to decorate the rest of your heart. And then you're just going to need one extra little bitty piece of string. If you want to hang it up, you would just tie that in the center. And there we go. We have a little heart wreath.